ladies and gentlemen. A very good afternoon and thank you for your attendance. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Rico Pamudi. I am the representative from the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Today, I will be the chairman for the SSEAYP Leader Summit. This summit is the result of the G6 activity on board and the international visit in Japan and Vietnam. Allow me to call the 10 delegates of ASEAN member states and Japan. First, please welcome the representative from Brunei Darussalam, the representative from the Republic of the Philippines, the representative from Malaysia, the representative from the Kingdom of Cambodia, the representative from Japan, the representative from the Republic Union of Myanmar, the representative from Lao People's Democratic Republic, the representative from the Republic of Indonesia, the representative from the Kingdom of Thailand, and last, the representative from the Republic of Singapore. Distinguished representative, the first item in our agenda today is about the topic that we have discussed from session 1 to session 5. Also, we will talk about the ideas set by the G6 members during the session. With this, I would like to give the floor to the representative from Brunei Darussalam, the Philippines and Malaysia.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to provide you the summary of the discussion from DG6 International Relations. Throughout the whole discussion, DG6 member had an opportunity to discover more about all of the ASEAN member states as well as Japan through presentation and the discussion regarding national policies and development plan. In addition, we work collaboratively in the name of dynamic youth in order to be the catalyst of the ASEAN development. Besides presentation and the discussion, ASEAN Summit Stimulations was introduced as a very beneficial platform to maximize the understanding of ASEAN member states, as each member in DG6 had a chance to represent other countries beside their own. For the next content, I would like to give the floor to Your Excellency.
Thank you, Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, Kumusta. So, I would like to mention on the real issue that is an obstacle for the youth contribution today. There are some examples about the issue that we are facing together in ASEAN and Japan countries. We all know that to build capacity on human resource and development, we need to develop the higher quality of human capital. So this one, I would like to talk about I would like to mention on development more in human resource, and also we need to focus more about the educational institution. We need to encourage the youth to build more capacity, and also need to encourage more about the showcase opportunity to the youth at provincial and the central level. So for the resolution and development, I would like to give a stage for the representative from Malaysia, Your Excellency.
Thank you and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I would like to talk about the resolutions and ideas shared during our discussion sessions in DG6 regarding the development of ASEAN. As my friends have mentioned before, in DG6 we've elaborated on the ASEAN 3 pillars and discussed on how ASEAN and Japan can cooperate in order to promote the development in the sectors of economic, security and cultural understanding. Through the ASEAN Summit simulation, we from DG6 also discussed some of the pressing issues within the ASEAN region and shared ideas on how to tackle these issues, and of course we also discussed on the sectors concerning the youth. Regarding this matter, we identified some of the challenges of youth development and discussed on how youths can overcome them through youth cooperation and youth-led social activities. Finally, we shared ideas on how youths can contribute towards ASEAN community through their participation in youth social activities. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentations. Now for the next topic, we will present about the outcome of institutional visit in Japan and Vietnam. I would like to give the floor to the representative from Japan and Cambodia.
Thank you very much, Rika. On October 31st, 2016, the members of DG6 went to the ASEAN-Japan Center to learn more about the international relations and the relations of ASEAN and Japan. So during this visit, we had two major activities. First activity, in the morning, we had a trading game activity, which allowed us to act as the leaders of our countries. In that activity, one thing that really inspired us was when the other group donated some of their budget, some of their money, and some of their resources to the other group who have nothing. So this visit painted us a very clear picture of how important and significant international relations and cooperation to our lives as a citizen of ASEAN and Japan community and for all nations across the world. In the afternoon, we had a very productive session on the economic relations of ASEAN and Japan. So overall, the takeaways of the participating youth in this visit are the following. First, we were able to deepen our understanding and widen our perspective on international relations and cooperation. Second, our activities helped us hone our leadership skills and taught us somehow to communicate very well. And third, we're very grateful that during this visit we learned new information about the economic relations of Japan and ASEAN. And lastly, we feel very happy and we learned that it is very possible for the ASEAN countries and Japan to work and live together and progress together as one community. And now I'm turning over the mic to Mr. Ben to share with you our international visits in Vietnam. Thank you.
Thank you, Nash. For our institutional visit to the International University in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, we will offer a school tour to its various laboratories, a short quiz in the context of ASEAN and Japan, before we actually begin our discussion in educational related topics in the ASEAN-Japan community. All in all, our takeaways are the session actually opens up the opportunity for us to understand the various educational systems in place that exist among the ASEAN-Japan countries, and by doing so, we move on in our discussion towards the educational cooperations that we have in the ASEAN and Japan community in terms of the short-term global citizenship education. Before we finally discuss also on the national identity in the aspect of education, of course, that each country is maintaining despite the international cooperation. Lastly, we have also concluded that while each set of educational system is in place for various countries, the basis of learning and teaching still do exist to include the equality of learning and the importance of extracurricular activities. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, every community or association in this world always faces some obstacles. To discuss the challenges that we face as an Asian community, here is the representative from Myanmar. Please proceed to the floor.
Mingalaba. So today we decide to present 4 major problems affecting the youth development. The first one is about a career. Nowadays, as we all know, the rate of unemployed youth globally has been increasing annually. There are many causes that add to this problem, such as they cannot meet the required qualification and minimum employment standard. Besides that, competition in job market is also constantly growing. Second one, in terms of education, the youth nowadays also get pressured from their family and friends to get excel and get high grade to their studies, and they more focusing on getting a good grade rather than developing their soft skill. And also the lack of information about government policies such as government scholarship and youth such as SSEAYP. And last but not least, most of the young people are affected by high cost of education. Thus, they tend to find other things to do rather than pursuing their study. So, the other representative will discuss the solution for these four problems. Thank you.
Thank you very much, distinguished representative, ladies and gentlemen. The proposed solution for the challenges mentioned before will be explained by the representative from Lao PDR, Indonesia, Thailand, and Singapore. Mr. and Mrs., please proceed to the floor.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about solutions for obstacles. I will talk about solutions regarding career in 3 points. Firstly, for the problem in unemployment. We are proposing to give more part-time jobs to the youth. This can be startup or a small company run by young people themselves. Secondly, for the demanding qualification. We can organize seminars or workshops to develop the soft skill of the young people. That way we can increase their potential in getting jobs and starting their careers. Thirdly, for the high competition that we face, we can encourage the youth to have a friendly competition. Instead of competing with each other, young people should share their best practices to each other. Thank you.
Terima kasih, Your Excellency. In Indonesia, we would recommend to raise awareness to collaboration between Japan and ASEAN to promote the program that is already existed in our region, which is travel and volunteer. And by this program, the youth who has knowledge or any skills will have a chance to explore in other countries by being a volunteer. And with that, the community or any villagers will have a chance to have a help from them to develop their own countries by having them as a volunteer in both educational and instructional ways. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, ladies and gents. We have a contingent from the Kingdom of Thailand. We'd like to answer Your Excellency's question regarding the problem of education. Firstly, we would like to address the first and second issue simultaneously. The problem of the youth being pressured to excel in the studies, and as well as the issue of rigid education plan can be solved by introduction of flexible education paths. But hopefully such a solution, even if the child is not achieving academic success, he or she may choose another route of spend to maximize their potential and their own interests and ambitions. Thus, they will not be pressured to excel in anything that is not within their interest. Secondly, we are going to address the problem of language challenges. The government body suggests Ministry of Education should introduce language lessons as compulsory subject in school. In that view, English should be one of the language taught, as it is one of the most readily understood language in the world. Other languages can be taught as well, as it will promote further understanding as well as breaking the language barrier. Thank you.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have been discussed and given out some potential solution for the issues lack of information. Firstly, we need to raise the role of the government in narrowing the gap between urban and rural areas in approaching information, and we need to provide some kind of policies and to create more chances and opportunities for the youth in the rural areas, and we need to organize some kind of workshop, training programs or more activities to raise the awareness among rural youth about the importance of information in the era of technology and information. And we can do it in many ways, like utilizing the social medias to the accessibility of information, and it is just some potential solutions. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you very much for the representative for insightful sharing. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope this presentation is beneficial for you. If you have any question about the topic we have presented, please feel free to proceed to the designated point at your left side and your right side.
Thank you very much for the presentation, and now is the question